What a season for Michael Busch. Let's go.
You are Locked On Cubs, your daily Chicago Cubs podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You are Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Alongside Sam Olber, I'm Matt Cozy. Sam and I are lifelong fans, taking our passion into a discussion with you on all things Cubs. Today's episode is brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Hey, later in the show, we're going to start naming every single player that played for the 2025 Cubs with a mini review. Maybe we slap a grade onto them. But anybody from one inning, one plate appearance, whatever it is, we'll explain that because we're in the midst of grading all the regulars, and we'll exclude some starters and relievers as well. But excited to give that a try. We start with Michael Busch, who is one of those 9 regulars. In 155 games, Michael Busch slashed .261, .343, .523 with 34 home runs, 25 doubles, and 90 runs batted in. Sam, this is a guy that's not in the star category, but he sure made a name for himself this year, and I think he made an all-star turn in 2025.
He really did. And I was not bullish on him coming into the year. I had him right around, like, if you were to tell me that he finished with a 770 OPS or something like that, I would have taken it, because he just, in a vacuum, he's terrific, right? He was terrific. But, high strikeouts, not a huge bat to ball guy, not a high average guy. So you sometimes you loop him into the rest of the guy's deficiencies, and that's not really fair to him. He was amazing. He had an amazing year, and every time it really felt like he was kind of coming back down to earth, he got really hot again. And to finish the year with an 866 OPS, very steady over there defensively. Michael Busch is a great example of, I think, my push and pull or tug of war, if you will, with the Cubs organization. And that is, in a vacuum, he's a brilliant player. But overall, do you have to look at and say, hey, because we have a great player in Michael Busch and this is his skill set, do we need more diversity in other ways with more bat to ball guys and things like that? But I think where my mistake is I'll punish the player. And that's not really his fault. I mean, he had an 866 OPS, as you mentioned, 34 home runs. Let's count 4 in the postseason, 38 home runs. And he did it in arguably the worst hitting environment in baseball for a left-handed hitter. I mean,
that's the biggie for me.
Just a brilliant season, and somebody I think fans should be really excited about at this point.
Absolutely. And doing some research for this episode, thinking about first baseman of the past, Michael Busch has really provided the Cubs something they haven't had, which is a cornerstone at first base, really since the Anthony Rizzo days. More on that later. But
is that a hint? Is that a trivia hint?
No, it's going to be sooner than later. It's just I have the list of people that have started at first base between Rizzo and Busch. It's a joke. They needed to do something there, and they did. Jed Hoyer identified him. He was blocked with the Dodgers. Wait, what?
No, the way you said that made me laugh.
Yeah, and I backdate the leadoff stuff, Sam. I know he was hotter, like down the stretch, like even the last just 10, 20 games. I want to follow up on that at some point because he didn't really do that well in the leadoff spot. But what Michael Busch provided this year to this team proved to be really, really beneficial. It was impact offense. You talk about the Wrigley environment. That could be the poster boy for, what Hoyer's claims are. Like, oh, Wrigley, we don't know what's going to do, and the weather, and with Busch or Pete Tucker when he was on. But you kind of look under the hood, you could see that stuff is affected. But here's a player hit 10 home runs his last 28 games, 4 in the 8 playoff games, as you said, and he was outstanding. The two rubs for me: one, he hit only 223 in the 66 games since moving to leadoff on July 13th.
I didn't know it was that low.
And I do believe that Craig Counsell and or the front office, right, not fully knowing who's making this decision, but Michael Busch, it almost was a quiet all-star season. And I think some of that is because a lefty's on the mound, he doesn't play in the regular season.
Right.
And Craig Counsell, producing some of that narrative almost by saying, hey, here's a guy that might be named an all-star game next summer, but against lefties, he's not really going to play. Hey, he only batted 95 times this year against lefties.
Yeah, I'm looking up what he hit.
He hit only 200 or so.
Yeah.
But let me ask you about that, Sam.
It's great.
Justin Turner got so much PT against righties.
I wonder what would happen if Michael Busch kind of, enjoyed his off season and, whatever it is that he does. And in early February or whenever they report mid-February, said, hey, Skip, do you have a second? I'd love to speak with you in your office. And just said, hey, look, I want to be an everyday guy. I want to play every day. And I would love the opportunity. Give me a month. Give me a month of a rollout to play every day because I feel like I could be an everyday player. I'd love that opportunity. I wonder.
I love that. Yeah, great suggestion.
I wonder if he did that, what would the Cubs do? And the answer is probably whatever the numbers say. And the numbers probably say to sit him versus lefties. But as you point out, 95 at bats. I mean, that's just such a small amount. And I actually remember, I think did he get a lefty in the playoffs, or he had a couple hits versus lefties in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just this chicken and the egg. I think sometimes with these analytics, like how can a player improve if he doesn't get the opportunity to do so? And maybe with his, I would assume his OPS versus righties was over 900 then on the year. Does he earn the right for a month plus?
It's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was the game against Aaron Ashby where Turner went 1 for 2 to open the game. Then Busch came in, right?
Yeah, and I think he had another. I think he had another couple at bats. I think he did something big off a lefty in the postseason.
Yeah, he pretty much played against lefties except the Ashby game.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure.
Grades?
Yeah, so Michael Busch, and we're going to get to some lineup stuff, first baseman a pass, maybe first baseman in 2026 next. I would say Michael Busch is a.
Yeah, I got to go with an A. Flat A.
A for him.
If I had to do
I think he was snubbed. He was a Gold Glove finalist snub.
I think if I had to do percentages, I'd give like Nico like a 96.1% and Busch like a 95.5.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, coming up next, some more on Michael Busch, Cubs first base situation, and realizing the bridge between Rizzo and Busch. Yikes. Stay tuned.
This episode is brought to you by FanDuel. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel has an offer you don't want to miss. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get 300 bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet, put down $5, and if it hits, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. Folks, one of the more interesting lines you'll see all year, the Ravens of Baltimore, who are a 1-5 football team with loads of talent, open up as -6.5-point favorites versus the beloved on Sunday in Baltimore. And I personally like Baltimore, but that's only if the Ravens and Lamar Jackson are fully healthy. And Lamar Jackson already missed practice on Monday. So I'm really interested to see how that line goes and what an opportunity for the Bears to show that maybe they're for real. Let's see what happens there. So what are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com to download the FanDuel app today and get started.
This episode is also brought to you by Monarch. Let's be honest, most of us can't even name all our financial accounts, let alone what they're worth between 401ks, savings, investments. It's easy to lose track, and that can mean leaving money on the table. That's why you should start using Monarch, the all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or your phone. How does it help you? It gives you the ability to organize your accounts, track your spending, get a better handle on your investments without even having to touch a spreadsheet. So easy to use, visual dashboards, desktop, laptop, phone, whatever you want to use. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarch.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarch.com, MONARCH.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. Shout out to the everydayers, and you could become a Locked On Cubs everydayer by joining us for every episode throughout the week. Michael Busch was outstanding in 2025 for the Cubs, taking an all-star turn. And Justin Turner was Busch's backup. He has an option decision. The Cubs do on him, as we'll get into more option decisions in the weeks ahead. But I don't think they're going to bring him back, right? And so you look at the Cubs' first base situation. You feel great about Michael Busch. I do think by virtue of Turner, being on his way out, Busch will get more time against lefties, as we discussed earlier. Maybe they bring in a veteran who could hit lefties as, just another veteran guy that's not Turner.
Is it Santana? Is he still on the team, or is he a free agent?
He's going to be a free agent as well.
Okay.
And I would give him an F to preview our segment later and in the days ahead.
I'm going to go with an NA and not.
Right. Yeah, that's more appropriate. Yes.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about their first base situation as being one? Okay, I could put Michael Busch in pen, and then do you trust the Cubs brass to figure out to bring in like a Ty France or bring back Turner or whoever?
Yeah.
See, I've been doing a lot of free agent research.
You really have been. Yeah. You really have been. Good for you.
Right.
Yeah, I trust them to do that. As long as it's. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you think it's a given Turner's gone?
I do. It's a expensive option. I think it's $10 million.
Oh, right. But I mean, like, they could decline it and then maybe renegotiate.
Oh, yeah, yes. I didn't connect with what you asked initially.
Yeah, like maybe, because he seems like he's
interested, right?
Yeah.
It was, as you pointed out, it was a couple times. It was his first ever year really being a bench player.
Yeah, I think that. I think.
Does he want to do it a second time?
I feel very similar. Feel very similar about first base and center field, where it's like as long as those guys are healthy, I feel rock solid. Mm-hmm. Depth wise, it's always a question mark, but I think the Cubs have proven, they'll get who they need. It'll be some veteran type of backup, but yeah, maybe this is one of those situations where Busch does get a little bit of a runway to hit against left-handed pitching and prove that he's an everyday, star player. I don't know. I mean,
absolutely.
He's 6 home runs away from. If he had 40 home runs, that's a star player.
Absolutely, man.
He would have had a 900 OPS, and he probably should have. You know what I mean? So
right.
listen, I'm all in for it.
And his athleticism has been on full display.
Yeah, he's
I remember
athletic.
when they made the trade, it was like, well, this guy really hasn't played first before, even though he did in college. But through the Dodgers system, mostly second, a sniff of third, even some outfield. And for the hallmark of the Cubs being defense before he got here, he has really just amplified that. And he not only made the routine play early on, but he really, since April of 24 to now, 2 full years over there, he's been so dependable defensively as well.
Yeah, him and Shaw were both guys that you're like, oh, how are they going to be on defense? Right. And they both just, no pun intended, just hit it out of the park. I mean, Busch is really
well. That would be a hitting pun, though.
Yeah, right. They just fielded it really well over there. So, no, Busch is. I feel really comfortable with him over there. It's really steady. It's so nice that people now, we don't have to talk about, well, maybe he'll play third. It's like, no, let's just, he's going to play first base, and he's really good at that.
So we could mix in some trivia here. This could be our trivia then. First baseman between Rizzo and Michael Busch.
Oh boy.
This is games started. We could do the full volume of these cats, or we could do season by season.
All right. Well,
it's up to you. What would you like to do?
When did Rizzo? Just the full volume.
Okay.
Let's do that. So how many guys are you looking for?
So I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably should have counted before showtime. 8, 9, 10.
Oh no. So you're just talking
11.
Oh no. No. All right. And does that include 25? Like, does that include Turner?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So just guys that have made starts at first before Michael Busch did and after Rizzo did.
That's right. And 3 guys did in 2021, if you wanted to start there, but up to you.
No. I'm just going to go with Schwindel.
All right, so let me cross these out. Schwindel is right.
Wisdom
is correct. That was 22 and 21.
Mancini
in 23.
Bellinger
is correct, Sam.
Oh boy. Busch took over in 24. So I'm trying to.
And you said Schwindel, right?
Yeah, Schwindel, Wisdom, Mancini, Bellinger, Alfonso Rivas.
That's correct.
Ooh,
nice job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names left.
Yeah, I don't know if I have 6 in my back pocket.
A lot of them were in 23.
A lot of them were in 23. Okay.
Yeah, I got 4 names here that started at first base in 23, in addition to the ones you already named.
Yeah, and that 23 team we covered pretty extensively.
Yeah, we were that was our first full season.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of maybe a catcher situation.
Nope.
Yeah, no, okay. Not even we're not even going there.
Oh, actually there was, but that was the year before.
Gomes. Who else do we have?
2022. This catcher also played first a couple games.
Contreras.
So you were right. No.
Contreras never played first during this time?
I don't see that on my sheet. No.
Wow. No, I don't want to kill too much time with this because
PJ Higgins was the right answer. Also David Bodie, a few games in 22. Let's try to get 23.
Sam. Yeah. Okay. I got to lock in on 23 here.
4 names here. Pretty obvious names except one.
Okay. This is I apologize here. I'm just trying to think of 23 and where that team, I said Belly.
Yeah, absolutely roller coaster of a season.
Yeah, 23 was weird.
Just a horrible year.
It's not say I'm blanking on bench guys. Not
all lefty hitters. That's my clue for you. I don't know if that helps.
No, I'm just blanking. Just start saying some names.
Jared Young.
Oh, jeez.
That would be the one you couldn't have gotten.
I forgot about Jared Young.
You could have, I guess. But Eric Hosmer, who's
Oh, of
retired.
course, Hosmer.
Matt Mervis.
Oh, yes. Those are
And
the guys.
Jamer Candelario.
That's who I blanked on. Okay, that's a bad blank. It's a bad blank. I forgot about that. Yeah, my mind, 23 seems like it's just like a different galaxy now with these guys.
I know. We're in.
How did I get Alfonso Rivas and not get Mervis and Hosmer?
Yeah, I know. Hosmer played a lot that early in the year. Then they just DFA'd him.
Yes, 23 first base. That's right. It was such a carousel.
That's the best term for it.
I mean, goodness gracious. Hosmer, Mervis. Forgot about Jamer. Oof. Oh, wow. Man, I look better.
What's to forget?
After Willie Castro. Did he play any first? Or?
No. All right, coming up next, we start to name all of the 2025 Cubs. There's over 50 of them. We'll explain next.
This episode is brought to you by Game Time. There's nothing like catching a baseball game live. The energy, the crowd, the chance to see your team in person. But actually getting tickets, that's the tough part. Queues, login screens, surprise fees, it takes all the fun out of it. That's why I use Game Time, the app that gives the advantage back to fans. Game Time is fast, easy, and backed by the Game Time guarantee. You always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time and at the best price. Plus, all fees are included, so the price you see is the price you pay. I've used Game Time for every Cub game that I've been to. It's the best. You get tickets right away. You could literally wait up to first pitch. The prices go down. Fees are included. Know your total up front with no surprise fees at checkout. So download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDOMLB for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download Game Time today.
Make sure you're subscribed to Locked On Cubs on your preferred audio platform or YouTube. That way you don't miss any of the great Cubs content we've got for you. All right, let me see if I can keep this straight. So there's 9 regulars on offense this year for the Cubs. 5 guys who mainly made up the rotation: Horton, Boyd, Imanaga, Tyone, Ray, and then I'm going to add Justin Steele. So that's 15 players right there. Then you got the 5 short relievers we talked about time and time again. All of these people will be graded, or they already have been, and they've been talked about a ton even since the season ended. And that, by the way, that last 5 was Palencia, Keller, Thielbar, Pomerantz, Kittredge. So that's 20 guys to eliminate right away.
And there's 30 more?
So we're going to attempt to grade 32 more over the course of, I don't know, a few episodes.
Oh, I thought we had to name them now.
We're not naming them now, no.
Because I don't know that.
Would you like to do pitchers or position players first, Sam?
I'm just trying to think how many of these guys. Oh,
and by the way, we don't have to do a trivia style. I could just give you a name and we do like a rapid fire reaction, your memories of him, and then maybe a quick grade just for fun.
Okay, yeah, let's do pitchers.
Okay, pitchers. So this excludes John Birdie and Reese McGuire, who pitched. So there's 20 other pitchers besides the one I mentioned. What's interesting about this is 9 of the 20 had single-digit innings, and 3 of the 20 had just 2 appearances apiece. So there was some guys here who really they came in for a day or two, they left.
Like Jordan Wicks or somebody like that.
Yeah. Like, so do you want me to give you some names?
Like an Ethan Roberts or something?
Right.
Okay. How do I grade those guys?
All right. The guy who pitched the least amount this year was Luke Little.
Yeah.
Who once we thought maybe could have a
huge impact,
at least as a contributing role, a supporting actor, and he was up for literally a cup of coffee or water, whatever he prefers, and they sent him back to Des Moines.
Well, remember, I think he came up against San Diego and he walked 4 straight guys.
Right. So is that an incomplete or is that an F grade?
Well, I don't know how to grade any of these guys.
Right. So you can just go over memories of them too.
Yeah. I mean, Look, based off of expectation, I think my guess is Luke Little's very disappointed that he didn't have a major impact on the big league roster this year.
Oh, I'm sure. He's
And
probably
so because
devastated.
of that,
Yeah.
I would call it I'll just say it was a poor year for him. It was
It's unfortunate.
a step not in the right direction. How's that?
Yeah, I wonder if he's a non-tender candidate next month. We'll see. This makes sense because we were just talking about 2023 being a different galaxy. But Sam, somehow Michael Fulmer pitched for the 2025 Cubs.
Do you want me to
And he
grade his
pitched,
3
I
appearances?
thought it was one game. It was 2.
Yeah. Do you want me to grade that or?
No, but isn't it just so weird how he played for the Cubs this year?
It's
mind-boggling.
I don't even remember it. Did he pitch?
I don't recall it.
Do you know who he pitched against?
No, I don't have that in front of me.
I'm thinking Detroit against the Tigers, maybe? No, because
Okay.
now I got to look it up because
Michael Fulmer.
because he came
I'm
from
sorry.
Detroit. It can't be that, right?
He was a Tiger at one point.
Right,
yeah.
right. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. I'm going to see who he pitched against this year. No, I wasn't even close. He
What
pitched
time of year was it? I'd like to know that.
on the road in St. Louis. He pitched the 23rd, the 25th of June.
Wow. The first half of the year. All right, let's do a couple more names here. Did Fulmer make the whole year in 23, or was he DFA'd during the year?
No, I think, remember, he actually ended up being decent down the stretch as like a middle to late reliever, if I remember correctly.
All right, we're just going to do 2 more names, and then it starts to heat up a little bit. We'll do that later this week. So the other 2 names are lefty Tom Cosgrove and righty Brooks Kriske. And I don't have much to offer on those guys.
Well,
it's funny looking back on it. It's like these guys pitched.
Brooks Kriske. I'm just trying to
It's a
remember.
lot, but
I'm trying to think of some.
I remember Kriske. I don't remember Cosgrove at all.
I remember, I'm just trying to name some other guys, okay, Soroka.
Right, he would be next.
Savali.
Yeah, Morgan.
Eli Morgan. Did Gavin Howell? He pitched this year, right?
Yeah, Genesis Cabrera.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of names on here. We'll continue that as the week moves along.
Will we?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
We got other position players as well, 12 of them to be exact.
Michael Busch, fantastic season. It must be so nice. Let's just close the show with this. You have a great year like that, and then you get to just, November, the rest of October, November, December, and January. Just enjoy yourself. I mean, you're a 40 home run guy. I mean, in my eyes, he had 40
at least until
home
the
runs.
new year.
Nah, enjoy it till early February.
This is Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. For your second listen, check out Locked On MLB Game Night, every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on the Locked On MLB channel on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. He's Sam Olber. I'm Matt Cozy. This is Locked On Cubs.
Go Cubs.